Welcome back, and we continue with our agenda on what an Autodesk certified user should know and be able to do. We will be looking at join command with polylines, modifying layers and modifying objects, and we'll still be using list command versus properties to try to determine how to answer questions correctly on the Autodesk certified user exam. In today's example, please look in the description to download and unzip the ACU Practice 2 drawing so that you can follow along at home. We will be drawing a line to close this existing polyline. So a line, again, acts as individual segments, as you can see if I select that, versus this existing polyline, which does not behave as individual segments, but as an entire object. So we will perform join now, J-O-I-N, and press enter. Now, the two separate objects have become one polyline. You could be expected to find the area of the polyline or the perimeter, both of which are available if I type list. Okay. It is also conceivable that you might be expected to find the angular dimension of this new area that you have just created, which that's a 26-degree angle right there. In this case, there are many other things that you could find information for on the utilities, and those come in handy as well. Okay. Now let's talk about modifying layers and objects. So right now we have a layer called modify that is invisible. So we want to turn on our layer visibility. And let's assume that, first of all, the test asks us to perform a trim operation and remove this portion. At that point in time, could we still then find area? Yes, inside this area right here, we can still find the area, even though that is not a closed polyline any longer. We essentially trimmed out the closed polyline portion. So that is a way to still find area, even after having trimmed it. Now, once again, we could be expected to extend in a totally different scenario. How would we then be able to determine, once we have modified that object, how would we be able to determine the area if it is not a closed polyline? Once again, we would use a similar method and still be able to answer the questions correctly. All right, press enter once you have selected all 4 points. That is one possible way to make a determination on that.